I was hit by a car, so both of my shoulders, my entire spine, and my jaw were injured. And I had a lot of muscular and joint pain in other places as well. When I was first injured, um, the first thing that came to mind was I was just coming off of another injury, and I had had surgery on my knee actually. Uh, and I'm pretty athletic, so I'm used to being able to go and run, rock climb, go hiking, and I just gave up doing that for a year because of I I had my own accident, and now I was in an accident where somebody else hit me, and I was very frustrated. So I had a lot of anxiety, fear that I was never going to get better from this, um, and depression, of course. The first thing that comes to mind is, do I really need psychological treatment for a physical injury? And I, I spoke to a lot of professionals and I took their advice, and I'm very glad that I did. The psychological treatment here at Psychological Group was very friendly, uh, very relaxing atmosphere. Um, they have the fish and the dog. They've got Mia to keep you company while you're here, so it's very like being at home. The whole staff is really friendly, so just a nice place to kind of get away from the hubbub of being in an accident and all the doctor's visits. It feels more like you're coming to an oasis than you're going to yet another doctor's appointment. The specific treatments that I got were um, talk therapy with Dr. Pelek, and I also had biofeedback therapy with Kathleen, one of his associates, and it was fantastic. Dr. Pelek helped me with the depression, and Kathleen helped me with a lot of the anxiety and the nervousness, and she really just got me to relax, which overall helped my physical injuries because I wasn't worrying about them, I wasn't tensed up, so it allowed things to loosen up and heal. What I liked about the treatment at Psychological Group was there was a place to do things that I couldn't do in other doctors' offices. When something would be affected that I couldn't see, couldn't foresee being affected, like my self-esteem when I was walking around and I was walking crooked one day because my back hurt, or maybe I just felt weak overall and I feel like people are looking at me. I could deal with that when I was at his office, whereas most doctors, you go there and they try to help the physical injury, but they don't worry about the things that are an outcome of that injury. I saw results pretty quickly. Um, Within the first 2 or 3 weeks, I'd say, I started noticing that I was markedly different than I was at the beginning. But really, the first week or two, it I didn't see it when I was in the session, but in between, I was like, this is going to be something that I want to bring up next time I see Dr. Peleg. And the fact that it was a weekly thing was really good because it gave me that opportunity to really maintain um, the treatment and getting better. And it also gave me the chance to, when you're in an accident, there's a new thing to be depressed about every week. And I'm not normally a guy that gets depressed very easily, but um, when you hear that this is wrong with you, and then you go to another appointment and it's this is wrong with you too, it's kind of like, oh, it builds up. So it was really, really nice to get to deal with that as it was coming instead of, you know, you go to the doctor when it's already a really big problem and you're just kind of scrambling through your memory to get through all the emotional stuff that's built up and everything that's coming. So I guess I'm glad I came early, and I was here within 2 weeks of the accident, because I think if I had waited, I would have been a lot worse off to start. I think the treatment here is some of the best in the area, and I've actually gone and seen other doctors before just for uh, a first interview with the doctor, and Dr. Peleg is the only one that I feel was able to deal with my problems in a way where I didn't feel like I was under the looking glass. So like I said earlier, I think that it was very, very comfortable and very professional, but it I think it was a good balance between feeling like you're at home and being in a professional office. Would I recommend them? I definitely would, and I have already. I've actually given his card out to a few people, and I'm I'm always looking for people that have been in any kind of trouble that I can pass him along to, because I really do think he's top notch. What I would say to people who are experiencing physical and emotional pain, who are considering psychological treatment, is don't wait, don't hold back. Um, the longer you wait, it's just going to build. It's not something that goes away. And so if you're considering it, try it. And if you don't like it, you can always try something else. And also, you're not going to know until you go and try it out what could be affecting you. You might be feeling down, but you might not know that it's something else in your life that is, it's really like a culmination of things that are causing you this trouble. So don't wait.